Hello everyone, welcome back to Pharma E-Class. I am Priya Maurya, Assistant Professor from Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. Today we will talk in continuation of the previous lecture. As we know that NDA has total 12 sections with a particular specification for each, and that we will discuss here today. So these are the 12 sections of any new drug application, that are index, labeling, application summary, chemistry, manufacturing and control, that is also called as CMC, non-clinical pharmacology and toxicological studies, human pharmacokinetics and bioavailability studies. After that, in case of antibiotics, there is another segment that is called as microbiology. Further one, that is clinical data. After clinical data, there is safety update reports. After safety update reports, there is statistical data. After that, case reports for the tabulation and each case report forms. So let's discuss one by one all these sections in details, what it comprises in each section. So let's talk about section first, that is index. So index is a comprehensive table of contents in order to review the specific information with ease. It must show the location of each section by the volume and by the page number too. So index should be comprehensively combined. After that, there is labeling information. So labeling information includes all the draft labeling that intended for use on the container, carton, packages of the product. So the draft product labeling section should include the description, clinical pharmacology, indications and its uses, contraindication, warnings on the package, various precautions for that particular drug product, their adverse reaction and the drug abuse and dependence. These all information including overdose, doses and its administration to the particular patient and how it is supplied or how it is administered. These all must be included in the labeling. These all must be including in the labeling of any particular package or any particular packaging of the product. So after indexing and labeling, let's talk about what is application summary. When we talk about NDA, application summary is the most important term. So application summary is the abbreviated version of the entire application that gives the clear idea about the drug, its application to the reviewers, and the summary should include the details of individual section. So what are the individual section? The first one is basic information summary. In basic information summary, we will include the pharmacological class of the drug, scientific rationale behind the drug, what are the various intended uses for that particular drug, and what are the various clinical benefits obtained from the drug product. So this comes under the basic information summary. After basic information summary, the second point is foreign marketing history. It could be available or could not be available from the previous. So it includes the list of country in which the drug is or was marketed or withdrawn from the market for any reason related to the safety or effectiveness of the drug, or in which an application has been rejected. That means if any company previously filed an NDA for that particular compound, so that should be included here in the foreign marketing history. After foreign marketing history, the third point is chemistry, manufacturing and control summary, which we will discuss elaborately in the fourth section. But the chemistry, manufacturing and control summary includes an abbreviated version of the chemistry, manufacturing and control information on the drug substance or drug product in the NDA section 4. Matlab, this will be further elaborately discussed in the section 4, but the abbreviated version of the chemistry, manufacturing and control in the summary form will also be discussed here. So after chemistry, manufacturing and control, the fourth one is non-clinical pharmacology and toxicological summary. This is further also described in NDA section 5. So these section include an abbreviated version of the NDA section 5, that is information of the pharmacology, various types of toxicities such as acute toxicity or chronic toxicity, whether it is carcinogenicity or any other special type of toxicity. And here we also discuss about the ADME of the drug product. After pharmacology and toxicological study, let's talk about pharmacokinetics and bioavailability summary. It includes the tabulation, listing along with the brief description of each individual pharmacokinetic and bioavailability study. In case we give two different type of dosage form of the same drug, then the difference in the one product bioavailability compared to the other one should be discussed here. After that, microbiology summary. As I previously told that microbiology summary only applicable in case of antibiotics. After microbiology summary, the seventh one is clinical data summary. Before filing an NDA, we must go on for investigational new drug application, that is IND. So clinical data summary and statistical analysis, this portion include the clinical pharmacology, overview of the clinical study, what are the planning for that clinical study, and general safety conclusion, etc. comes in this section. After that, benefit versus risk assessment. This is the brief report of benefit and risk assessment based upon the clinical study results. So these all comes under the application summary. Application summary is the abbreviated version of the whole NDA, that means from section 4 to section 10, including benefit versus risk ratio. After application summary, let's talk about chemistry, manufacturing and control, that is also called as CMC. So what is chemistry, manufacturing and control? The chemistry includes the information on composition, manufacturing and specification of the drug substance, or it might be drug product. So the physical as well as chemical characteristics like the appearance, color, odor, melting point, boiling point, refractive index, viscosity, specific gravity, thermodynamic stability, etc. are included for any drug substance or drug product. Moreover, it must provide generic or common name and the chemical name of the drug substance or drug product. The structural overview include the molecular structure, empirical formula, molecular weight, and elemental components is the another part of the chemistry. So it should provide a reference standard to elucidate the drug substance, chemical structure, including the major measures like X-ray diffraction, UV visible spectrum, FTIR spectrum, NMR spectra, high resolution mass spectrum, etc. So it must include the name, address and function of each site where the drug has been manufactured or tested. So all these requirement comes under the CMC. After this all comes under chemistry or manufacturing. If we talk about control, so information on the drug product or component composition should include the qualitative as well as quantitative testing of each the drug product components used in the clinical formulation. That means all the drug substances, whether it is API or excipients which are used in any type of particular formulation, that the analysis perspective also included in the CMC. Information on the drug product or component should include the qualitative and quantitative information both. So in addition to this, it should also include the drug product packaging information too, which include container summary, closure system, list of packaging components along with their specification, and what are the test methods, packaging processing, and its description, that is labeling description, etc. So the drug product analytical control specification, that means what are the analytical controls of any drug product, that includes the specification, methods, method validation, batch analytical data, what are the sampling plan, etc. These all comes under the drug product analytical control. So drug product stability data, that also include the unstressed as well as stressed data of the shelf life, expiration period, statistical analysis of the established drug consistency, post-approval stability commitment, etc. These all comes under the chemistry, manufacturing and control. Chemistry includes basic information regarding the drug, manufacturing method and its control, and in control what are the various analytical tools and techniques used in the particular drug substance or drug formulation. So after chemistry, manufacturing and control, let's talk about what is non-clinical pharmacology and toxicology. So this section includes the summary of in vivo and in vitro studies with the drug. That as the name specifies, non-clinical pharmacology, that means here the data submitted which was previously analyzed in the animal study. So these section include the summary of in vivo as well as in vitro studies with the drug. It also includes the narrative summary of the notable findings followed by its discussion, including the intra and interspecies similarity or differences. The report should present the effect related to the therapeutic indications, that is if we talk about animal study, what is the ED50 value, what is the mechanism of action of that particular drug, any secondary pharmacological actions, and drug interaction with any other drug or any body components like whether it is an enzymatic reaction, that these all comes under non-clinical pharmacology. And any type of toxicity, whether it is acute toxicity or chronic toxicity, carcinogenicity, mutagenicity, this all comes under the toxicological study. After this, let's talk about what is human pharmacokinetics and bioavailability. So these section include the complete phase 1 safety and tolerance data observed in the healthy human volunteers. As we all know that safety data always comes from the phase 1 clinical trial that conducted in the healthy human volunteers, and the ADME studies which was previously studied in the healthy human volunteers. In addition to it, it also includes the route of administration, doses, regimen of the drug, Cmax, Tmax, VD, that is distribution volume, area under the curve, T-half of the drug, and what is the elimination pattern of the drug, whether it is biliary excretion or urinary excretion, etc. So these all comes under the human pharmacokinetics and bioavailability study, and also it includes the summary of analytical methods which are used, including the major emphasis on the sensitivity, linearity, specificity and reproducibility of the analytical method must be included here. So after human pharmacokinetics and bioavailability study, let's talk about microbiology. What is microbiological studies of that particular compound? So it is applicable to any anti-infective agents. As we previously talked that microbiological section is only applicable for the antibiotic class of drug, which includes antimicrobial, antiviral, antifungal. So it is applicable to any anti-infective agents, as these drugs affect the pathogens, physiology and not that of patient, because it is not associated with the drug response with respect to patients. It deals with the pathogens and the physiology of the particular microbe. So it is the design to check the effectiveness of the drug moiety itself with the comparison of the closely related established antimicrobial drugs and its potential to develop the resistance in the human body for particular type of microbe. So this section consists of the description of the following area, which includes biochemical basis of the drug action, what is the antimicrobial spectrum of the drug, whether it is a broad spectrum drug or a wide spectrum drug, we can say. After that, clinical microbiology laboratory methods.